Hi, my name's Al from the Rider Firm, and today I'm going to show you how to strip your 4-season hubs. We use the 4-season hub on our 4-season disc, our Adventure Sport disc, and this wheel, which is our 4-season gravel disc. So in this video I'm going to show you how to swap the different axle standards and also how to change your Freehub body. You don't need many tools to take apart your 4-season hubs. You need a 5mm Allen key, you need a pair of 17mm cone spanners, some paper towel, some nice light grease. You'll also need the parts that you're going to fit. So if you're swapping to a bolt through, so this is a 12mm bolt through axle for the rear hub, you need one of these. If you're swapping from QR to 12mm on the front, you will need a pair of adapters such as these. And if you're changing over your cassette and you're going to be running, say, an XD, then you'll be needing an XD driver body, such as this. So first of all, we're going to swap the adapters on the front wheel. It's dead easy. You'll need to remove the disc and the lock ring. You'll notice that the lock ring for the disc is narrower for the front hub than the rear. This is to give good clearance with the fork. So with that out of the way, we can get to the disc side adapter, and as you'll see, it just pulls free with no tools. That can be swapped for our 12mm adapter. This has got a bit of grease on it already. Just pop that into place. And on the non-disc side, it's exactly the same. Just pull the adapter free and fit your new one. Again, a bit of grease on the O-ring is a good idea. And that's now 12mm front wheel. Another option that we have with this front hub is fitting 15mm adapters. To do that, all you need to do is pull the old adapters free from the hub. So this is the 12mm one, just held in with O-rings, same as the QR. And then as this is the disc side, we're taking the longer 15mm adapter, placing that in the hub, taking our pre-greased lock ring, we just screw that into place, just get it started with your fingers, and then using a 1.5mm Allen key, just spin that down and tighten it into place, and that will keep the adapter where you need it. The rear hub, slightly different in that we need to use some tools, but it's still very simple. Again, remove the lock ring, so this is the slightly wider aluminium lock ring. Take your 5mm Allen key, if you've got a QR hub, and that fits into the non-drive side, or the disc side, and we use the 17mm spanner on the drive side of the axle. If you were converting from a bolt through axle to QR, then you would need a 17mm cone spanner on either end of the axle. Once your tools are in place, then we're turning in an anti-clockwise direction, like so. That loosen the end cap so we can remove it from the end of the axle. With that removed, we can pull the Freehub body and the axle free from the hub shell. Just going to explain how this goes together. So the axle simply pulls free from the Freehub body, like so. So if you want to swap it over for an XD body, it's dead simple to do. Only thing to note is that there is a spacer that lives in the back of the Freehub body. That does have to be in place when you fit it. There we go, that's back together, and that can go back into the hub. Just going to talk in a little bit more detail about the Freehub body. It's worth checking that each of the pulls move nice and smoothly so that they're going to engage properly with your hub shell. Also, on this body we have a little grease port here, so that's great for maintenance. If you use a 1.5mm Allen key, you can remove the grub screw from the Freehub body and you can use a grease gun to purge the old grease out of the bearings and replace it with fresh. Before you fit your Freehub body, it's a good idea to make sure that this seal is in place, because this will keep the dirt out of the Freehub body mechanism. You will get a new seal with your Freehub body, so if you wanted to replace it, you can just pick that out and fit a new one. Ensure that the concave side, which you can see some metal on, is what faces down, and the side with the rubber lip is what needs to face up. Just press that into place into the hub. Just be careful that if you've already got one on the Freehub body, that you don't fit that into your hub whilst there's already a seal in place, because if you have two seals, then the spacing will be incorrect and the Freehub body will drag. We're going to rebuild the wheel with a 12mm by 142 bolt through rear axle and the XD driver body, which is an option. Check you've got that spacer in the back of the Freehub body. Make sure it's clean and greased with some light grease. Same goes for the hub shell. Make sure that's clean with a light coating of grease. If you use a grease that's too thick, it can impede the function of the pulls and you might have trouble with it engaging properly. So take your axle, pop that through the Freehub body like so, and fit that into your hub shell. A little twist of the Freehub body just helps it to pop into place, but as you see, that's gone in with no problem. And on the non-drive side, we just spin our end cap into place. And for the final part, we use our tools to lock the axle into place like so. There are a couple of other options that we have for Freehub bodies. One of them is XDR, so this is for your 12-speed road cassettes. This can also be used with existing XD cassettes, so mountain bike and 11-speed 1x group sets with the spacer. Without it, that will take your 12-speed road cassette. And fitting that is just as simple as fitting any of the other bodies that we have. So it's a simple case of sliding it onto the axle. The other option that we have with this hub as far as Freehub bodies goes is this Campagnolo Freehub body. So this has a spacer again in the back, and the only thing that differs with this is that the Freehub body comes with a small spacer, and this fits into the outermost section of the Freehub body, like so. It will just float behind that seal at the end of the Freehub body. With that in place, it's a simple case of sliding it into place on the axle, and that can then go back into the hub. And that's it. Hopefully now you should know your way around your 4-season hub. Thanks for watching.